Well, hey kids, how's everybody this evening? It is time to have my live stream cruising on the Erie Canal. I am in Baldwinsville, New York. Baldwinsville. Kind of an interesting little town. I'll get to that in just a moment. I'm at mile 165. Hey, Smoking. Hey, David Deer. How you doing? Up, David Deer. Sorry, buddy. You were second. Smoking just barely beat you. Hey, Chip. How you doing? I'm at mile 165 on the Erie Canal. So that means I've covered 365 miles so far since leaving Sandusky, Ohio. And I believe, hey, Mary, how are you doing? I believe that was 17 days ago. Mary, that was very nice of you to wish Rhonda happy birthday today. For those of you that know or don't know, today is Rhonda's birthday. She turns 51 today. Hey, Woody, what's going on, ma'am? So when Rhonda comes in, everybody wish her a happy birthday. When she gets here, if she gets here. She had to go pick up her daughter. She just did a live stream a little bit ago. She had to go pick up her daughter, so she may not even make it this evening, but if she does, wish her a happy birthday. 51 years old. That's something to celebrate. I remember that. That was like 9 years ago. Showing my age. Anyhow, I am in Baldwinsville. And it's an interesting little town. I'll give you guys a little look at the town. We'll pop up through the hatch and show you that here in a little bit. But thanks for reminding. No problem. Hey, Jared, how you doing? Hey, Mike. Evening, Mike. It's evening here. Hey, 12 degrees. What's up? Hey, Captain. Hey, Coyote. How you doing? Captain, I'm saying hello to myself. I'm reading your comment. Hey, Coyote. So, yeah, Mike Smith. It is evening here. 7 p.m. here in Baldwinsville, New York. So, I know of a Baldwin, New York. There's a Baldwin, New York on Long Island. So I find it interesting there's also a Baldwinsville. Hey, D. Ford, how you doing? Hey, David from OC, Maryland. What's up? David's in the house. Yep. So, yeah, I'm at mile 165. I find it kind of interesting. It was a long run today, and it was only 2 locks. I only went through 1 lock. I am tied up just upstream from the second lock that I'm going to do. Which will be lock 24. Hey, William, how you doing this evening, sir? Douglas, what's going on, man? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, and yes, Douglas, in answer to your question, your comment you made earlier, yeah, pretty amazing that I could buy a boat for $2,000 and I'm 365 miles down the water with it already, and it's been pretty much flawless. It's been a couple of things, but pretty much flawless. So. Oh, Brian, everything is awesome with me, ma'am. You got Stephen, Jody, Ellie, and myself here listening to you. Oh, well, hello, everybody. How's Stephen, Jody, and Ellie doing this evening? So, no notification again. Yeah, that's YouTube for you. I'm going to be your local resource when you are headed down the East Coast, first in Mid-Atlantic. Okay, cool. That'd be awesome, man. I would appreciate that, David. Captain Carl's Excellent Adventures, new name for the channel. Yeah, they kind of used that one already. They kind of used that idea already, right? Oh, man. Anyhow, interesting thing going on. Baldwinsville is having a Seneca River Days, starts tomorrow. And now I was just going to come here, tie up tonight, and head out of here early tomorrow morning. That was the plan, Stan. But had some guys tie up next to me. They got their boat over here tied up. They wanted to tie up tonight so that they're in good position for all the festivities tomorrow. And I was like, festivities? What are you talking about? Well, I guess there's going to be a big Seneca River Days festival going on here. I'm right across from an amphitheater. Yeah, kind of I don't know if they're going to do a canal parade or not, but they have an amphitheater right across the way from me here. There's going to be live bands playing over there. Big fireworks display is supposed to happen tomorrow evening around dusk. So not quite this time, maybe around 8:30 or so. There'll be a fireworks display. And so, hey, Tony, how you doing, man? Welcome from Sweden. Boat party. Yeah, so I'm kind of debating, do I stay here and hang out and watch the festivities? Do I waste a day here in Baldwinsville and do that? I don't know. I was thinking about doing an oil change anyway, so might just hang out and do an oil change tomorrow. I don't know. Party at Carlsbad, yeah. Yes, and get some of that good Finger Lake region wine. Yeah, they're supposed to have some vendors and some tents set up. Maybe they'll have them. What else do you have to do? Well, I do have to head on down the canal. I mean, my plan is to be in New York City for the 4th of July. And today is, what, the 7th? So I'm kind of burning days. I've got a long ways to go. I'm at mile 165, and it's 491 miles to New York City. So hang out and enjoy yourself. Enjoy while you're there. Okay. Hello, Carolyn Harmon. How you doing? Hello. Yeah, I guess. Let's see. 491 minus 165, so that's 300 and I got like 330 miles to go. So get the other decal. Hey, there you go. I should get the other decal put up. You're absolutely correct. I should do that tomorrow. Yep. Yeah, I could do that. Get the decal put up and do a little boat organization and sorting and stuff. That might not be a bad idea. You can't waste a day if you're enjoying yourself. Well, that's true, Smoking. That's absolutely true. So, hey, Adrian, what's up, man? Thanks for the donation, Adrian. I appreciate that. Adrian hit my PayPal yesterday, so I appreciate that, Adrian. Who knows when you're going to pass this way again? To stop and smell the roses. Yep. Totally stay if it's part of the adventure. Well, yeah, okay then. Well, then you guys, I guess, just sort of answered my question. I will hang out, so... Hey, Kathy Beals, how you guys doing? So if you guys are, those of you that get on Google Earth and check my progress, I am in Baldwinsville. I am right at Lock 24. I mean, it's literally about, I don't know, 200, 300 feet downstream from me. I am on the dock just in front of the Lock 24 in Baldwinsville on the Erie Canal. So, and I picked this spot because I was hoping, hey, John Dolan, how you doing? Hey, Connie, how you doing? Yeah, Connie, I'll pop up here in a little bit and show you around. I planned on doing that a little later in the live stream, so if you'll bear with me a little bit, we'll get to that. Might be some cute honeys walking around. Yeah, there's actually a family of people out here fishing. That's one of the reasons why I came down below to do my live stream. There's a whole bunch of people over here fishing and a bunch of kids running up and down the dock. So, from St. Lucia, oh man, AJ, man, one of my goals. I'll get to St. Lucia. Congratulations on being there, man. When you get to Statue of Liberty and see the zoo of boats in the harbor, you're going to wish you had laid back a bit. You see one fireworks display, you've seen them all. Yeah, David, but that's not the thing. The last time I was in New York Harbor for the 4th of July, I was 17 years old. It was 1976. I was on my 16-foot MFG fiberglass speedboat with a 40-horse 1958 Eichheifer Mark 400 40-horsepower outboard. And I motored into New York City. So it's just kind of like it'd be a fun thing to do some, 50 years later, I guess. So, hey, Weigold, what's going on, man? So that's why. It sort of has a thing for me. And so I'd kind of like to be underneath or somewhere off to the side, actually, of New York Harbor for the 4th of July. So last time you spoke to a group of people fishing, it went very well. I will hear it a little bit, Mike. I want to address a couple things first before I go outside. So, and so why don't I go ahead and jump into that? We got 69 people watching, and we're into this about 9 minutes. So, a couple of things. One, I just wanted to straighten out a couple of things about who I am. And hey, from Annapolis, hey, Dave G. Here, how about you? Oh, gorgeous up here in upstate New York, man. Beautiful, perfect, beautiful day. Fireworks on the water are always better. Yep. So I wanted to straighten out a couple of things. There's a lot of people talking smack and spreading a bunch of rumors and gossip. And I just wanted the opportunity. Somebody mentioned it today. I was having a conversation with them. And anyhow, I wanted to just bring up some stuff. Are you going to fish at all tonight? I already did fish for a little bit. Frank didn't catch anything. I probably will fish again after the live stream. Just so you guys know the kind of person that I am. I am a real estate broker by trade. Okay, that's fine. I've built and started a resort in Ohio riding stables and vacation cabins and a guided cave tour and stuff. That's fine. I got a background in electrical engineering, computer science, whatever. That's fine. But who I really am, I volunteered for many years as a 4-H leader in a lot of different disciplines: woodworking, shooting sports, just a whole bunch of stuff that we did. I was very active with 4-H as a volunteer for them. I volunteered for the fire department in Montana for better part of 8 years, and 6 of those years I served as a secretary of the board for the fire department. So I volunteer a lot of my time. I also volunteered to the 6th Judicial District there as a CASA, a court-appointed special advocate. It's called a guardian ad litem. Anytime some kids' parents were got in legal trouble, I represented the kids as they were going through the process and tried to help ease the burden of the children who had to deal with, of course, all the backlash that their parents were experiencing from their parents' bad decision making. So I just wanted to clear the air because there's all this negative crap going around, and I wanted to just put out there, because nobody else is apparently, so I wanted to put it out there. This is the kind of person that I am. I find myself to be very ethical. I care about people. I'm concerned about people. I give a damn what people think and what they say, to a point. To a point. What I've learned here on YouTube is there's some people that I just can't bother with. There are some people who have nothing better to do than tear down everybody else, and so to those people, I'm going to delete your comments. I'm going to take you off my channel. You're going to get banned. So just be forewarned. But anyhow, enough about me. I just wanted to clear that air and get that out there. So tell me how to rappel and rock climb, although not very well. Yeah, we did, didn't we, Doug? Yeah. We were 18 years old out in Ohio. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. So anyhow, okay, so that was what I wanted to touch base with. Now, the other thing I wanted to touch base with is I'm out here on the boat by myself. I did a lot of looking around, poking around my stuff and what's organized on here. Thanks, Wood Beast. Hey, Carl, I asked earlier about what motor you had, gas or diesel. William, I have a 12 horsepower Ferryman, F-A-R-R-Y-M-A-N, Ferryman diesel. 12 horsepower Ferryman diesel. So anyhow, I'm out here on the boat by myself. I've looked around, poked around, looked and sorted through all my stuff. I've come to the conclusion that I can clean out. I can empty the V-berth and make room up there for another person. So I'm going to put this out there. If there's anybody out there who would like to, preferably female, obviously, but anybody would like to come out and go on this adventure with me and help out, I'm looking for someone there. Now, with that said, Donna Smile Woman, if you watch this, contact me. I've lost your contact information, so email me or call me or what have you. I don't know if you have my new phone number, but on my About page on my YouTube channel, there is an email address listed. You can email me at that address. So do that, and I'd like to talk to you. So am I happy? Oh my gosh, Tony, I am thrilled with my boat so far. Absolutely thrilled. Yep, the whale, yes, I did read about the whale that died eating plastics. Not the first whale, won't be the last, too. And because you like your trolls don't last long. There you go, Smoking, I agree. Thanks for the resume, but I only know you through YouTube, and my impression of you is that you're a very quality person. Really enjoy your show. I'm excited every day to catch your stream. Well, thank you, Dave G. I appreciate that. A few cases of oil when you get closer to Georgia. There you go. That would be nice, William. When I win the lottery, I'm going to hire someone to... There you go, pilot. There you go. Okay, so now the other thing was, you guys were asking me how happy I am with the boat. I am thrilled with the boat. Absolutely thrilled. Now, you guys remember, as I was coming up the canal, I ran into a problem with my water pump, and I had to stop and get the water pump rebuilt, right? So I appreciate your background information. You have no need to explain yourself to us. We're here because we want to be. I understand that, Adrian. I just wanted to, there's a lot of people putting out a whole bunch of negative lies. I just wanted to put out a little truth out there. So if you moved SV Lily 20 miles a day, you'd hit New York in roughly 17 days. Yes, that's true. Very true. Anyone at a cabin in Alaska loves Lily and loves to sail. Can't be bad. Well, thank you, Connie. I appreciate that. Anyhow, so I was talking about the motor. What happened when the water pump burnt out is I was motoring along and I could hear a difference in the way the engine sounded. So I turned around and I looked at the back of the boat at the exhaust coming out, and there was no water coming out of the exhaust. There was some steam, but there was no water. So you have the same issue on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, Wood Beast, that's, it is what it is. So David from OC, Maryland. Can't change the $1.99, so it'll send a few times. Okay. Well, David, thank you for the $2. I appreciate it, man. Not a problem. So that's awesome. I really appreciate the donations to the Super Chat. Anyhow, I could hear the difference, and I knew, there it is again. Okay, lunch on you tomorrow. Very good. Very cool. I knew there was some issue going on. Well, today, as I was motoring along, I heard that sound again, and I'm like, uh-oh, something's definitely wrong. Now, earlier, I had smelled a little rubber burning, and Gray Marine has been defunct since the 70s. Yes. David, send it in PayPal. Yes, you could send it in PayPal, David. That would be fine. Go to alaskacarl@gmail.com on PayPal, or PayPal.me/Carl Brook, BROOKE. Either one of those works fine. There's links in the description down below. So, anyhow, I smelled rubber burning earlier, and when I smelled rubber burning, I'd stuck my head in the cockpit to make sure the smell wasn't anything here on the boat, and maybe just someone burning rubber off the side of the road. And when I stuck my head in, I didn't smell anything more down in here, so I kind of discounted it. But I was noticing that I was getting a lot of steam coming out of my exhaust and not a lot of water coming out. So what I do, I stopped, I dropped the hook right in the middle of the canal. I just stopped the boat, turned it around, so I was heading back up into the wind and into the current. I dropped the anchor and came down below and tore apart the engine compartment. Everything looked fine. I started the motor and no water was coming out. So I was like, oh, so maybe I have a problem. So I came back here and down below, and everything looked like it was fine. No, the impeller was not burning out at all. The impeller was perfect, not a problem. Turns out, nope, it was not a belt. That was my original thought, was that it was a belt. It was not a belt. The burning rubber apparently was not my boat. It was something else outside the boat. But, you smell stuff like this while you're motoring along, and of course, you always assume it's your boat. Like earlier today, I smelled what smelled like electrical wires burning. And so I immediately ran up over here, stuck my head down below, and, smelling around. It wasn't my boat, so I'll PayPal next time, no problem. Hey, David, thank you, man. I appreciate it, buddy. It's all good no matter how you want to do it, man. So anyhow, I traced it down. What the problem was, I disconnected the hose where the through hull comes up. Through hull comes into a gate valve, and then from the gate valve, I have a hose that connects it to the water pump. Just about a 10-inch hose, but the hose has a sharp bend in it. Mexican food does that too. Just before it goes into the water pump, it's got a real sharp bend in the hose. They sort of, how they mold hoses, sort of molded like that. Well, apparently a bunch of twigs and sticks had gotten in there and jammed up the water flow. So what I did is I disconnected the rubber hose. I beat it. I beat it on the engine compartment here and cleaned everything. I forced it straight so I could look through it. It was clean as a whistle. Put it back on, open the valve. Everything is working perfectly. Now, I know some people are going to jump on here. Oh, you need a sea strainer on there. A sea strainer would not have made any difference whatsoever, because the hose would have gone from the gate valve to the sea strainer and then to the engine. It still would have blocked. It still would have blocked up. It still would have had the same problem. What it was a couple of 3 sticks had gotten in there. The flow had jammed the sticks tight up against each other, and they were stopping the flow. I was getting a tiny little bit of water, but not enough to do the job. So when you're out on your boat and your motor, and you really got to pay attention to your exhaust and be listening for that. Where I'm sitting, it's behind me. So you got to turn around and check every so often, make sure you're getting good water flow coming through your exhaust system. And in this case, it was simply a matter of disconnecting the 2 hose clamps, pulling the rubber hose, cleaning it, and putting it back on. So, and then it worked just fine. Is getting into the heat exchanger. I do not have a heat exchanger, Slipstream. This boat is not designed with a heat exchanger. A rubber muffler can get a bit hot without the cooling water. Yeah, and I thought about that. I looked at my hoses that come out of the engine. The exhaust pipe connects to a rubber hose, and that rubber hose then runs to a tank where the water is kept. That helps muffle the sound a little bit, and all of that looked fine. It wasn't hot or melted or anything like that. So just check it every couple of days. Actually, you know what you do? You need to check it all the time. Whenever you start your engine, you got to look and make sure there's water coming out. And as you're driving along, you got to just pay attention to it and check it every so often. So, especially when you're motoring for hours on end like I am. So, it did not overheat. No, it did not overheat at all. The motor did not get hot, Mary. No, not at all. Nope, nope. Strange smells are even scarier in a plane. Yeah, I imagine they would, pilot. I imagine they would. So, my biggest concern is on the canal. There really isn't any place to, like, in a lot. Well, that's not true. In most of the canal, there's just no place to pull over and stop. You know, it's a very narrow strip. Although, man, I went through some places today that were pretty wild. I sailed across the lake today. I crossed the lake, the south end of Cross Lake. I went across. That was kind of weird. I mean, here you're in this narrow canal, and next thing you know, you're on this great big huge lake, and you're just cutting straight across it. So there were a couple little lakes like that, the smaller lakes that I passed and went around, but that was the biggest one so far. Yeah, strange smells always freak me out. I agree, Trav. But if the sticks go to the motor, you'll have a big problem. Yeah, and Tuffy, they never did get into the motor. They never got into the impeller. They got wedged in there at the sharp bend in the hose, and so didn't get any further. So I was able to just clear them, pull them out, and put it all back together again, and it ran just fine. So stream is that the bowl is clear, and you can see. Yeah, but the debris would not have gotten to the sea strainer. It never would have made it that far. It still would have been hung up inside the hose. So the sea strainer would not have made any difference, Martin. Hey, Andy, no problem, buddy. Julie person sitting next to the pilot. Water filter between the intake and the impeller could be an idea. Once again, Tony, it would not have mattered because it was jammed up in the hose coming out of the silcock. So even if that hose ran into a filter system, it still would have gotten jammed up in the hose. The filter system would have looked just fine. There wouldn't have been any evidence of anything inside the filter system. Everything got jammed up inside the hose. So it was sort of plugged in there too, pretty good. I had to beat it pretty good to get it out of there. I actually beat it pretty good. Then I took a really long, skinny screwdriver and fed it down through and poked it all out. So, and it was just that. It was nothing more than just little twigs. So, smoking. It's Rhonda's not here yet, I don't think. So, it's her birthday, not mine. Was Rhonda here? Did I miss a comment from Rhonda? I didn't see Rhonda in here yet. Well, Rhonda, if you're here, darling, happy birthday. Huh. Wonderful doing taking part. Happy birthday. I don't think Rhonda's here yet. I've not seen her comment. Can you reroute the hose without having the right angle bend? It will keep happening. And Mike, you know, I kind of want it to happen. If it's going to jam up, that's a good spot for it to jam up. It's a very easy fix for me. So I'd like for it to do just that. No, they were not there when I bought the boat. I've already had that hose off before and it was clear. Yes, that's the water line coming in. There's Rhonda. Hey, Rhonda. Happy birthday, dear. Hello, knows everybody. That's right. Happy birthday, Rhonda. Or vodka. Oh, yeah, vodka would be nice. Yep. Yoo-hoo, Rhonda's here. Happy birthday, Rhonda. Look at all the love she's getting, man. Birthday girl's in the house. Wow. That's a lot of good cheer, Rhonda. Got to make you feel good. Anyhow. So that was my adventure today. I motored for a long time. I only had one canal that I had to hit this morning, and went through that one. That was, what was that? That was I don't remember the name of the lock I went through today. Lock 25, I guess. Just Lock 25. Mays Landing, I think they called that. Lock 25. That was right first thing this morning after I'd only gone a little bit. I think I went like 5 miles and I ran into that lock. And then that was it for there till here. So been a long day without any locks or obstacles. So made a lot of miles. But I did stop kind of early because this looked like a nice place to stop. So there you go. Glad to see Rhonda getting the love she deserves. Because she doesn't get enough love here anyway. So happy birthday, Rhonda. I'm in a town, John. I'm in the town of Baldwinsville, New York. I am at Lock 24 in Baldwinsville, and I'm literally in the dock right before the lock. This is the dock you would normally, hang out near, waiting for the lock to open so you could go through. In this particular case, this is set up and all prepared so that I could tie up and spend the night here. Actually, I could spend a couple nights. Oh, and by the way, they do charge here because there's electric. So I have a little envelope I had to fill out and put $5 in for the night. So it cost me $5 a night. And the only reason why it cost $5 a night is because I plugged in the electricity. If I did not plug in the electricity, it would have been free. So I'm using $5 worth of electricity, I guess, running my refrigeration and what have you, charging everything up this evening. So, of course, I've already charged up everything and my refrigeration's been perfect. This evening, I've had a kielbasa. That's what I had this evening. Yes, smoking, really good bargain. Again, a lot of these people that are, I remember last year when hurricane season rolled in, a lot of the YouTube creators, oh yeah, John, I've got 5 bars of cell phone service. My cell phone service here is perfect. I remember a whole lot of cruisers and YouTube creators, put their boats on the hard or tied their boats up and left them there and stopped YouTubing for a while during hurricane season. I gotta tell you guys, there's no reason to do that. If you live on your boat full time, sail your boat up here, run up into the Hudson, come up into Lake Erie or along the canal here. It's really a very pleasant way to spend the summer. So, no, I haven't caught anything with the Amish night crawlers yet. So, live stream's perfect on your end. Yeah, it should be this evening. I don't anticipate any problems with the live stream this evening. I've got perfect cell service today. Seltzer water. So, anyhow. Had a couple cherry turnovers for breakfast this morning, and I had half a kielbasa for dinner. Miss Lily got the other half of the kielbasa. I was kind of bummed. I was going to make sausage, peppers, and onions. I bought some sweet Italian sausage, but they went bad before, and that's the second time now. It's the second time I bought sweet Italian sausage with the idea of making sausage, peppers, and onions, and both times they've gone bad before I've had a chance to make them. So I either need to start cooking more on the boat or buy fewer groceries. I'm not sure which. So, no, William, no alcohol whatsoever. What's kielbasa? Polska kielbasa, Mike. It's it's like a big fat ring. It's a ring-shaped meat. It's processed meat. It's like a huge, giant, round hot dog. But a little different seasonings and spices in there. So that's what a kielbasa is. Yep, type of sausage too. Plan your menu. Yeah, I don't have much of a menu plan. The reason for that, John, is just because it day to day I really don't know how long I'm going to be going and what time I'm going to get in someplace or how I'm going to feel once I get there. Sometimes, yeah, it's sort of like a big bratwurst, but different types of seasonings, Mike. It's a Polish sausage as opposed to a bratwurst, which tends to be more German, I guess. Yeah, so I never know where I'm going to be or what time I'm going to get in or how late it's going to be. Today, actually, I stopped fairly early. It was only about 4:30 when I stopped today, and I didn't leave till almost 9 o'clock. So I didn't go that long today, but it was just a good, solid, steady grind. So I went from mile, let's see, I was at mile 129 to 165. So when I go 30, I went 36 miles today. So you headed towards Florida? Yes, yes, Elysium. I'm going to be heading down to Florida and the Keys and the Bahamas. So eating with sauerkraut. Yes, yes, you could eat it with sauerkraut. It would be good that way. Yep, a rig bologna, something like that. Yep, yep. Sailor kraut. I like sailor kraut, Mike. That's better than sauerkraut. Yes, it does come in like a ring-shaped piece. Anyhow, I find those processed meats, which they're very high in salt. They're not really good for you. But I find those tend to hold up better in the refrigeration than your regular kind of meats. Like I bought some hamburger, and I just bought it recently, and I had to use it almost immediately. So, have you seen me olive oil in your travels? Nope, pup, I haven't. You're sailing by yourself, Mr. Immortal. Unfortunately, I am. Yes, I am looking for someone to sail with me. So. Is towboat offered on the canal? Yes, and I do have insurance with towboat. I bought it because I had concerns of going out with an untried boat across Lake Erie, and I really thought I was, like my first day, I figured I was going to have to get towed back to the marina, and so it would be a good investment. Now here I am, 365 miles later, and my engine's humming along like no problem whatsoever. So, but that's the thing. You go out, you buy the insurance, and then you don't need it, and that's the whole idea. So, my son's making bluegills tonight for dinner. Oh, and crappie. I guess we're eating late dinner. He hasn't even started yet. Uh-oh. Well, that sounds like a good dinner, man. That sounds like a good dinner. So, I didn't see that those Amish caught a lot of fish. I know they caught the one thing, but and they caught a little catfish, and they caught a little northern pike, but I didn't see them catching anything of any size. So wish I was retired, Carl. Still do what you're doing, but I still drive a big rig and averaging 700 miles a day. Oh man, John. Wow. Pasta, any sausage, easy, quick, leftovers, no mess. Yep, absolutely. Mr. Immortal, I am on a 1974 Cal 229. It's a 29-foot sailboat, although I'm currently motoring across the Erie Canal, so my sail is down. My mast is down, so I can fit underneath the bridges. So, yeah, 700 miles a day. Wow, that's a long haul, man. Well, I guess not. That's 70 miles an hour, so means sausage in Polish. Kielbasa in Russian. Oh, okay. Kolbas in Russian. Huh. I don't speak Russian, so I wouldn't know that, but huh. Learn something every day. Boompa, you're doing it. Good stuff. I'm the same age as your boat. Ha, Elysium, there you go. Yeah, I am doing it, and I've said all along I'm going to buy a sailboat and sail the world. Well, guess what? There it is. It took me a while. I had to, take a little different direction than I thought I was going to. But here I am. I'm on my sailboat. I cut across Lake Erie. Now I'm doing the Erie Canal. Then I'm going to do the Hudson River, and then I'll work my way down the East Coast. I tell you what, though, guys, I'm really looking forward to some beautiful blue, clear, pretty water, some warm, pretty water. I'm really looking forward to that. So, hey, Steve Newby. Busy cutting hay this week. Oh, man. Hard work, man. Hard work, Steve. I do not like cutting hay. Been there, done that. Hot, heavy work, man. It was good that the Amish leave you some bait for you cool people. Yes, 12 degrees. It was a nice surprise. I woke up this morning and found this little bin with a little note on there saying, good luck on your journey, the Amish. I thought that was great. They signed it the Amish. So, yeah, I'm doing it. Absolutely. Going good. Hey, tough love. Everything's going great here, ma'am. Do you F the rest? I'm not sure what you mean there, but Watkins 27 is a condo boat only. Okay. And all of us Northerners get to go live with Grandpa in the Bahamas this one. There you go. Well, There's some people talking outside, making Miss Lily bark. Where did you learn to sail? Chris, I learned to sail many years ago in Manhasset Bay in Port Washington, New York, on the North Shore of Long Island. Many, many years ago, back in the mid-70s, I guess, is when I learned to sail. But I've owned 2 sailboats since this, before this one, and so I got a little better at it with those. Plus, I've chartered a number of times. We would go down to the British Virgin Islands and charter a catamaran and sail them around for a while. Oh, a lot of people out there talking. You were stuck up there in Alaska in that cabin. Yes, and it doesn't seem like it was all that long ago. Yep. You should come down to California. No, Mr. Immortal, I am in New York. I'm on the opposite coast. So I won't be coming to California. Can't wait till you buy a new, bigger boat when your channel takes off. Yeah, honeybees, me too. Me too. I would like a bigger boat so I have more room for more guests on board. Guy called Captain Erie that's doing the canal in a cruiser. Oh, okay, cool. When do you plan to change oil? Dick, I think I'm going to change the oil tomorrow, actually. I'm about 60 hours into this oil change. So, and I'm going to hang out here for a day waiting for the festivities, I think, tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and change the oil. So, hey, Johanna, how you doing, dear? How's everything in Ohio? Hey, Diane. Hey, Eric. Yeah, the only link to the Great Lakes from the ICW. Well, it's not from the ICW. It's from New York City. But no, you can actually go up through Ontario and go around that way and up into Canada and make your way to the ocean. But this is the most direct and easiest route. So, yes, tough love. I was actually born and raised on New York, on Long Island. So, boss, you admire your effort. Well, thanks, Casey. I appreciate that. Or Carrie Beth. I have trouble seeing your name. My vision's not great. Have a great and safe trip. Well, thanks, Chris. I will. Trip makes me anxious for mine. Well, Jared, get to it, man. Next town on my trip. Steve, I really don't have a town coming up next. I'm going to be going to Oneida Lake. I'm going to spend a couple days in Oneida Lake, and then after that, I'm going to be, I guess, heading over towards Rome, New York, and then after that, Utica. So, quiet. Go lay down. You don't need to bark at them. Thanks, Connie. Please hit thumbs up. Hey, Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. How you doing, man? Thank you for the donation to the live stream. I appreciate you hitting the super chat, man. Very good. Congratulations. Fantastic selling, Carl. Love the live stream. Well, thank you, Cocoa Puffs. Appreciate it. Yep, 60 hours. I just figured it was time. Since it's a new-to-me engine, I didn't want it to go too long. Normally, I would go 100 hours on an oil change. But I want to really baby this thing a little bit and make sure it's all seated and good. So I'm going to go ahead and do it at 60 hours. So, hey, Johanna, good. I'm glad you're doing good. Awesome. Hey, Peaceful Dom, what's up? The Amish didn't vaccinate and they don't get autism. Our population is 1 in 56 now. Yeah. Old person, Bristol cow is great. Yeah, these cows are good boats. How much oil does the engine take in liters, please? I don't know, Mike. It takes just a little. I don't know the liters. It takes just under a gallon. I mean, just short of a gallon of oil. So I don't know what that transfer. I guess 4.5 liters, something like that. Somewhere in that neighborhood. Yes, the St. Lawrence, David. Yes, that's it. You can take the St. Lawrence around out to the ocean. Don't the firefighters take the northern route? Don't the freighters? Yes, you can't take the big commercial traffic on the Erie Canal anymore. All the big ships go up through the St. Lawrence and go out that way. This is all recreational vehicles now on the canal, which makes it really nice. So, connection's pretty good. Yes, Sorrenti, it's very good. I have five bars on my phone tonight, so. I'm from Queens. I know you don't care at all. At least I know there are still good people in the States. Hey, I care, tough love. I like Queens. Yes, lots of cool places along the way. Polish sausage. There you go, Doug. Yeah, okay. Establish a baseline. That is good. Yep, yep, absolutely. Yeah, about 4 liters. Actually, maybe even a little under 4 liters. So, gallon, 12 degrees is correct. A gallon would be 4.2. Actually, no, Jared, I think it's 4.2 liters to the gallon, not 3.8 liters to the gallon. I don't know. You guys have the internet to search and look at for me, so 4.4 liters to the gallon. Okay. Early since this almost run in an oil change. Yeah. Yeah, and so I just wanted to go ahead and just do an oil change while I had the opportunity. So, fried up on a hoagie roll. Yeah, right, Carrie Beth. Excellent stuff. Elysium, I'm not doing real estate in Florida right now while I'm traveling. You know, when I was in Ohio and I had my vehicle, it was something that I was able to do because if I needed to run down to Florida real quick, I could just jump in my truck and be there the next day. But with me out on the boat right now, I'm not able to do that. So I've suspended my real estate stuff in Florida for the time being. And depending on the growth of my YouTube channel, will determine whether I will go back and start selling real estate in Florida once I get down there. I may, because I'd really like to have a big bump in income for a while so I can buy a much larger boat and really set it up the way I'd like to set it up. So, but for right now, this little boat here is just absolutely fine for me. So, Flushing, huh, Don? Yep. So now Flushing, New York is on the Port Washington line. If you're leaving Penn Station on the Long Island Railroad, you get on the Port Washington train that goes through Flushing Main Street. That's the train I always used to take because that, of course, ends in Port Washington, which is the town I always lived in. So they're from South Ozone. Okay. Ozone Park, Parsons Boulevard. There you go. Yeah, that's Imperial gallon, Mike. Okay. 1 U.S. gallon is 3.78 liters. Okay. We will buy a Florida condo from you. Okay. Hey, that sounds like fun, Don. 1 gallon is 3.875 liters. Okay. You went to college in the borough. Huh. I did not go to college. Well, that's not true. I went to Nassau Community College for a little while. So, yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. What diesel oil is recommended for your engine? I like using, what did I buy? I bought, I'm going to be putting some 1540 diesel engine in there, and I forget the name of the brand off the top of my head. It's the same stuff I ran in my truck all the time. So, how long until you get to the Bahamas? November. I'll probably be in the Bahamas in November. So, I went to LaGuardia Community College. Okay, yep. I went to Nassau Community College for a little while. That was my second attempt at college. I went to Ohio University in Athens, Ohio first. Then I went to Nassau Community College, and I went to Hocking Tech in Ohio for a while, studying hotel restaurant operations. I did computer sciences at Hocking Tech. Yes, that's it. Thank you, Bruce. Rotel 1540 is what I'm going to change you all with. Look forward when you use your sails. Oh, I do too, man. I'm looking forward to that. What port am I at tonight? Here's now, I am at Baldwinsville. I'm at Lock 24 in Baldwinsville. And I'm literally just upstream from the lock. I'm on the dock that you would tie to just before entering the lock. So, what are your major and LOL? Are you on a date? No, I'm not on a date. And what are my majors? I majored in computer science, electrical engineering, real estate, hotel motel management. I've had a number of things I've gone to school for. So you all should just get with the decimal system and learn to drive on the right side of the road. Yeah, I agree, Mike. The whole world should decide on one system or the other, and that should be it. And then everything should just be the same. It's just too confusing back and forth all the time. And it's bad enough. Carl's ohm laws is cool, yeah. It's bad enough that we have miles and then kilometers, but now we have nautical miles as well. So, we have to have one other measurement in there. So, yeah, Pilot, Tough Love's okay, man. He's just having fun. Don't worry about him. He's not He's not going to be a problem pilot. Just go ahead and leave him alone. We drive on the correct side of the road in America. Yes, we drive on the correct side of the road. So it's cool. At least you give it a try again. Gave it a try again. Okay, yeah, whatever. So yeah, actually, I was talking about that earlier. I am alone on the boat, but I would like to have somebody else on the boat just to help with stuff and to be around and share it with and whatever. So, does the canal turn into the intercoastal waterway further south? No, no. The canal dumps into the Hudson River, and then the Hudson River runs down to New York Harbor. You have to go outside around New Jersey to get into the intercoastal. So, use the same on my daughter's dirt bike. Good stuff. Yes, it is. Hey, Kelly Binks, how you doing, man? Hey, Danny Panetta, what's up? Bye-bye. Yep, I'm going to show you guys around outside. In fact, I was just putting my shoes on for that very purpose. So, get yourself a magnetic dipstick. It will save many heartache. That's not a bad idea. Yes, Danny, the Erie Canal dumps into the Hudson River. So, and then the Hudson River flows down into New York Harbor. Where do you put up your mast? Slipstream, I will put the mast up when I get to Troy, New York. There's a yacht club there that has a pole that I can use for free, a gin pole they call it, and I'll use the gin pole to put the mast back up. So, East River to Long Island Sound. That's right, Danny. That's exactly what I plan on doing. I'm gonna get to New York Harbor, then take the East River into the Long Island Sound. So, hey, John Stratton, how you doing, man? We need to hook Carl up with a main squeeze. We do. We absolutely do. You know, just remember there's a canal that will take you across New Jersey and put you in the Delaware River, and you can come down through Philadelphia into the Chesapeake Bay. Okay, Coyote. I need to research that a little bit more. But yes, the C&D Canal. I need to do some more research on that because that might be a better way of doing it. So, Spongetta. I don't know what you mean by that, Don. But yeah, I wouldn't mind, and that's why I said if Donna Smile Woman is watching, I want her to contact me. She and I had some conversations about her joining me on the boat a while back. She kind of blew that back then, but you know I'm into giving opportunities, second opportunities and stuff. So if she's interested, she should give me a call because that might work. So. This past weekend, I was in a regatta on Long Island Sound at the Larchmont. Oh, yeah, okay, Brian, cool. It's an old Eddie Murphy joke. Meet my main squeeze, Spongetta. I see, okay. Guess I'm not up on my Eddie Murphy humor. How many people can sleep on your boat? Well, ideally here now it's set up for 6, but I've got so much crap on the boat right now, there's barely room for me. But I can clean up and organize some stuff and make room for a second person, so... Lots of places to moor. Oh man, along the Erie Canal here, there's all kinds of places to tie up, different places you can anchor. It's been really interesting and very cost effective. I mean, tonight I'm paying $5 to tie up here, and the reason why I'm paying $5 is only because I will be using the electric. So yeah, Donna, I hear you. I'm sorry, Rhonda. Yes, I hear you. Don't believe it or not, I'm in Port Washington with an old friend of ours right now, Steven, your old stomping grounds bro. Oh, really? Doug, you're with Steven right now. Nivitz Agniznu, huh? Steven Insinger. I haven't heard from him in a long time. I wish he would reach out to me. I'd love to reconnect. Huh. I didn't know Steve was still in Port Washington. He was always a pretty cool dude. No on the C&D, bro. Okay. You need Brit. Maybe. I think it would only be proper if we approved Donna for you. Okay. Pick me up in Virginia Beach and I'll ride to Florida with you. Hey, Steve, that might be an idea. What's your plan for hurricane season? Well, considering I'm in upstate New York, I don't worry about hurricane season. My plan for hurricane season is don't be where the hurricanes are. So I don't worry too much about hurricanes hitting New York and stuff, so I'm not too worried about it. Is there mosquitoes and night bugs in the New York Canal? Here now, I usually am very susceptible to getting mosquitoes. I mean, if I'm with a group of 20 people, the mosquitoes will eat me and nobody else. And I've yet to get a mosquito bite on this trip. So, no, I've not seen any mosquitoes or bugs really hardly at all. So, movie 300, choosing your first mate wisely. Yeah, I know. Not saying it's going to be my first mate. It's just going to be crew to have on board the boat. It's not like I plan on marrying the woman. I'm hit the line. Well, thank you, Miss Danger. Appreciate that. Do you have the nav lights on all night long? No, I do not. I have no lights on right now because my mast is down. So there's no lights, and I'm tied up at a dock. So I have no lights on the boat at all at night. She wanted, I can't get him on here to say hello. She wanted. Okay. Oh, he wanted? All right. Intercoastal waterway all the way. Okay. Glad to be here. Well, good, Miss Angel. I'm glad you're here. From you, say, hey, buddy, how you doing? Okay, I'm doing great. Well, tell Steve I said hello, Douglas. Main squeeze is the first mate. Yeah, hey, it's no other than your old pal Steve here. Hey, Steve, how are you, my friend? I've been trying to look you up and reconnect with you for a long time, Steve. Doug has my email address and my phone number, so reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you, man. Poem limit, I don't know. I thought about going up to Maine. I just got to wait till I get to New York and see how the boat's doing and see how I'm doing. I'm hoping to get some work done on the boat when I get to Long Island. My buddy Douglas on here is a mechanic. Hopefully he still knows how to weld stainless steel. If not, knows somebody who can. I'm going to try to get the stainless steel, get the push pit and some other things fixed so I can get the proper, the lifelines up and the netting and stuff up. So got a few projects I'd like to work on. So hurricane season is now till, yes, I know the hurricane season. It's now till November, but it's very rare that hurricanes ever hit New York or Long Island. So Carl from a sitcom, who would pick your first mate? I have no idea. Hello from Lyon, France. Hello. How are you? I'm watching from Washington State. There you go. Where are you in Washington, Miss Danger? I used to keep a boat at Shoal Marina there in Seattle. I used to live in Spokane. There you go. Marianne. Okay. You're moving south. Hurricanes come up the coast. I lost a boat in the bay. You can't outrun them. I'm not heading south until hurricane season's almost over. I plan on being in Annapolis, Maryland for the boat show. That's in October. So I don't really consider Annapolis that far south. Not generally speaking, that's not usually in hurricane zones. So, okay, smoking, yep. Born and raised in Alaska. Oh, cool. I used to live in Willow, Alaska, just south of Talkeetna. He's right here following along in the conversation. Good deal. Hello, France. Yeah, welcome. All right, that's what we'll do, John. We'll get a hold of that from Douglas and get in touch with you. Excellent, Steve. That'd be great, man. Do that. I appreciate it, man. I'd love to reconnect with you. Spent a couple years in Kennewick. Okay. My boat is made of fiberglass, Popeye. I've actually recycled my boat. I recycled 8,000 pounds of fiberglass and lead by taking this old boat and getting it back in the water. So I was raised bush style. Okay. Very, very rarely ever in town. Yeah, I understand that. Yep. So you did a lot of dog mushing then, Miss Danger. There's my daughter Lacey was a dog musher. She actually ran the junior Iditarod up there. I think she's training, or I don't know what she's doing at the moment, but she was talking about training to run Iditarod. Popeye, yep, very thick. Okay. All right, well, you guys wanted to look around. There's a bunch of people outside. But we're going to go stick our head out and go look around. I just got to put you on the stick. I've been doing a live stream from down here in the boat. I had good internet access, and as I was preserving my battery, because once I unplug, we'll start sucking battery juice pretty quickly, and that will shorten our tour. So what did I miss here? Electrical wiring, okay, and it looks like as a bird's nest. No, electrical wiring is fine, fine. Yep, yes, we get to go out. Yep, we're going out. Okay, you're unplugged. Spin the table out of the way, and let us go. Dog, get out of that. Oh! Hold on, I'll put you down for a minute. There you go.
No, I'm saying just because this gets towed down there. I'm gonna let you know when it gets down there.
All right. Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you don't mind, but I'm live streaming on YouTube, so you may be in it.
That's fine.
All right.
Be the best thing that happened to me all day.
Oh, there you go. All right, guys, so here we are. This is Baldwinsville. So, bad camera. Yeah, well, I had to put you down while I climbed out of the boat, so. Yep, Lily is out. And we're just going out for some good old pizza for now. We'll exchange that address with him. Yeah, okay, cool, man. Have some pizza. Are you guys going to Frank's? You guys should go to Frank's Pizzeria in New York. Great pizzeria. Anyhow, so that is upstream. That's the way I came. And this is Baldwinsville. They're getting ready over there for the park. You see all the vehicles and stuff getting over there, fire department. There's going to be a big party here tomorrow. So that's going around. That's the clamshell over there. They're going to have live music over there tomorrow night. And this here is the dock that I'm on. Hey kids, how you doing?
All right.
So this is the dock, and there's the cemetery, which I tied up here next to the cemetery, figuring it was going to be a pretty quiet place to tie up tonight. But as it turned out, is she okay? Oh, I guess some more people are setting up the fish. I'm right in the middle of the fishing dock apparently. So anyhow, Lily, get down. Let me get up. I'm gonna get off the boat and on the dock, and I can show you my boat. Lily, you stay. You stay. Okay. Lily, get on the boat. Lily, come here. On the boat. Go on, get on the boat. There you go. She's on the boat. Okay. So this is the dock. Here's my boat, the Lily 2. She's a 1974 Cal 229. And you can see where I've kind of got my dinghy kind of weird stuck up there on the side, but it works. And apparently, yes, I'm in the good fishing spot because everybody's getting on the dock to go fishing on either side of me. So apparently I picked a good fishing spot. So I guess I'm gonna have to get a rod out and bait up and do a little fishing. But anyhow, this is the town here of Baldwinsville, New York. So it's a pretty spot, but I'm right here in town. So you have the decal on the correct side. I do. You guys want to see? You stay on the boat. There's the decal. Can you see it? You see it there on the window? Yep, there's the decal that Kate made me. I've got a second one that I have to mount on the other side. I just haven't gotten it put up yet. So bouncy dock. Use a dinghy to get to the party side of the canal. Actually, I can just simply walk around. There's a bridge right there. I can walk around up there to the canal and cross the bridge and get around to the other side. But as I understand it, everyone's going to be sitting over here. You test out the Amish bait, yeah. Everyone's going to be sitting over here watching the fireworks. They're going to light the fireworks from over here off the cemetery, and they're going to be right up in here. Or so I was told. I don't know if that's the case, but that's what I was told. So hold on while I get back on the boat here a minute. Willie, get back. All right. And like that, we're in the cockpit. Oh, this is the relaxation and beer drinking spot. So Chip is a worm. Oh, don't say that about Chip. Chip's a nice guy. Steve says you still look like you. Really? Just that we all look a whole lot older. Yeah, I wish I knew what Steve looked like. Is he still playing guitar? Does the Amish bait have a beetle haircut? I have no idea. Yeah, you need to try to snag a few catfish for supper. It's okay. Well, that's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna get the worms out and get my rod out. Since everybody else is fishing out here, I might as well hang out and do some fishing. This is my how's Lily with fireworks? I don't know. I don't know. She's never been around fireworks. She's been around while I've shot guns off. She's not too fond of that. So I imagine she's going to probably get down below on the boat and on her bed and wolf at everything would be my guess. But anyhow, let me show you my view this evening. I'm going to sit here this evening. You stay on the boat, dog. I'm going to stay here on the boat and enjoy this view. That's what I'm going to be enjoying this evening. So if you were on the boat with me, you'd be able to sit here and enjoy that view as well. Yeah, I still play guitar, but it's just for myself now. No more band. I don't care about the other pot. Yeah, I get that, Steve. I can understand that completely, man. I'm glad you're still playing. Thing it looks like an emergency drop off of Raider. Yeah. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It looks like it's all ready to be launched. The way it's set. Yeah, like the big freighters have their escape pods. Yeah, it's my escape pod. So crank up some Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, that would be all right. No, I actually tied up over here because I figured I would have a nice quiet evening up here by the cemetery. So the water depth in the channel tends to run around 10, 12, 13 feet. I have seen some spots run a lot shallower than that, you know, down 9, even 8 in some spots. But as a general rule, they tend to keep it around 12 to 13 feet deep. And of course, there are a lot of spots a lot deeper than that as well. So. Well, Mary, I wish you were here too. Are you going to do a little live stream for the fireworks tonight? The fireworks is not tonight, D. Poppy D. The fireworks are tomorrow night. So that's what I was saying. I think I'm gonna hang out here tomorrow and clean the boat. I need to do some vacuuming and some cleaning and washing the boat. And I'm gonna do an oil change tomorrow and hang out here, and then wait for the fireworks and hang out and talk to people tomorrow. So, and I will do a live stream tomorrow evening. Are the waterways state or county policed? I've only seen like local people, local law enforcement on boats, and I only saw one of those so far in the 165 miles that I've been in the canal. I saw one back in Buffalo. I've not seen anybody since then. I haven't seen any law enforcement on the canal at all. So. Play it safe. You should put a leash on Lily before the fireworks start and take off until it's done. Yeah, actually what I'm going to do, Biker Coyote, is I'm simply going to put her down in the salon during the fireworks because there's going to be a bunch of people walking up and down the dock here. And as you can see, she wants to meet and greet everybody. So it's going to be very tempting for her to jump off the dock and greet people. So soon to be Jimmy Buffett. There you go. Those old people behind you think you're talking to yourself. They certainly do, Popeye. Sorry about that. No problem. Just supported your channel. Well, Janet, that's great. Thank you, dear. I appreciate that. Washing, cleaning, changing the world life of a cruiser. There you go. Yep, absolutely. Thanks to Janet. Welcome. Yep, Janet, very, very nice of you. So, anyhow, guys, so that's kind of it. We're just hanging out here, relaxing. We got a lot of people fishing now. You got people in front of my boat fishing. I got people in the back of my boat fishing. I haven't seen anybody catch anything yet, though. So maybe I'll wait and see if anybody actually catches something. So I look healthy. I feel healthy, Don. I feel great, man. I feel great. I'm getting good exercise. I'm getting good weather. Life agrees with me. Absolutely. Yep. the cruising lifestyle definitely agrees with me. It's been very, very nice out here on the canal. It's been pretty, it's been scenic, it's been fragrant. It's been a real pleasure. So remember, Bob lost the doodles during fireworks. Yeah, Lily, that's why I said I'll have Lily down below before the fireworks starts. And she goes down below pretty well. Like, you know, watch. Lily, kennel. See, just that simple. She'll go down below. All I have to do is tell her kennel and she goes down. Okay, come on. Come on. Sit. Sit. Oh, that's a good dog. It's a good dog. Ah, stay. Sit. Okay, so she behaves very well. This bucket here, this is her water. And our generator and our propane tank, our outboard motor. This is full of all my fishing gear. Well, some of my fishing gear, not all my fishing gear. Actually, probably not even half my fishing gear. So, show them how to catch fish. Yeah, I probably should. 2 doodles don't equal 1 lily. Nope. Welcome to my new addiction. That's about it. Yep. Oh, Janet, I see. Okay. Well, I hope so. Well said. Good girl, Lily. Yes, she is. Dog's very well trained. Yes, she is. She is so well behaved. She is. She's a good dog. Aren't you? Aren't you a good dog? And look how pretty she is. She's a pretty dog. You a pretty dog? Are you a pretty dog? She's a pretty dog. She's a pretty dog, so. Hey, Richard Williams, how you doing, man? You still need a massive clean out. Yes, I do, Mike. I absolutely do. Yes, she's very fit. Get some rest. Have a good, safe fun. Okay, we'll do, guys. Bye for now. She's beautiful. How would a boat your size do on the ocean? Popeye, my boat would be fine on the ocean. This is a Cal 229. This is a serious heavy hold, heavy displacement, 8,000-pound keel. It'll do just fine in the salt. So don't have women on board. You'll probably want to fix the head so it works. Not the kind of woman I want, Kelly. Where are you at tonight? Richard, I am in Baldwinsville. That's it. I'm in Baldwinsville, New York. I am literally at the dock just before the canal lock here in Baldwinsville. Yeah, she wants to get off the boat and go play with all the people that are up and down the dock here. So, do leave the generator and stuff in the cockpit overnight. The generator is locked down. I don't think anybody else is going to steal anything else, but the generator is cabled down and locked. So, and of course, anybody steps on the boat, I would notice it because the boat would move. So, you said pretty dog. My little dog looked up. Oh, there you go. Oh, gee, that's cool. Yes, Janet, she's a Labrador Retriever. She's a purebred Labrador Retriever. So, all right, guys. Well, listen, we've gone well over the hour, and I'm trying to keep my live streams to an hour. So I'm going to go ahead and end this here. To all those folks that contributed, thank you very much. Appreciate the contributions to the cause. If you look in the description down below, you'll find links to both my Patreon page and also my PayPal. So check those out if you would. But please do like and subscribe, and we will have more for you in the morning. This is Carl and Lily aboard the Lily 2 here in Baldwinsville, New York on the Erie Canal, signing off. We'll see you guys later. And they have to deal with a attack dog. Show them how to catch fish. Have a good night. There you go. Janet better be talking about her lab. Carry a firearm. I do not carry a firearm, no. All right, guys, this is it. We'll see you guys later. Good night, everybody. Please take good care of one another.